Guys, we are MMA UK News, Stoomboy as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, going to be talking about MMA. So, before we do, just a quick word on my sponsor, Simplify Debt. They're a company that helps people across the UK get out of debt. So, anybody that's having maybe any financial difficulties at the moment, then feel free to give these guys a call. Now, they do offer a free, friendly, confidential service. Obviously, there are details across the bottom of the screen. If you're calling, just quote either Stoomboy, the MMA UK BJJ show, or the MMA Scottish MMA Awards, and just so they know where you're coming from. Now, going to be talking about MMA, so specifically Budo 59. So Budo 59, we're only, 5 days away now? So it's going to be this Saturday, the 6th of May. Now, it's going to be at the usual place, Grangemouth Town Hall. Now, I was there just before Christmas, so the event they had on there, and it was absolutely awesome. Absolutely loved the show. There was something there for everybody. I mean, there was Jits, there was K1, and obviously MMA and so on as well. So really, really nice venue as well. Very, it's like an old kind of old building. You've got obviously the balcony, you've got the bottom seats, and yeah, it's a good night. As I said, the guys were fantastic. Everybody was welcoming, and the fucking action was on point. So, so we're looking forward to this Saturday to see a little bit more of what Budo's going to bring. Now, my next guest then is going to be on the show that night. So obviously, my little brother, Jack Foote. So Jack Foote of Urban Guerrillas. So Jack's going to be up against, I believe it's Shane Dunn. Still Shane?
Yep, Shane.
Yeah, so still Shane. I know that there was a few changes to the card. So still Shane Dunn. Shane coming over from Ireland. Comes from a very, very good team. I know you mentioned this already, Jack, that Team KF MMA are absolutely really, really good team, as they got good coaching and a good house of absolute studs coming out there. But listen, they've not come across Jack Foote before. So
100%, man. 100%.
Jack's stand-up's awesome.
It's no different. I've fought guys for big gyms before. It's no different, man. It doesn't matter the gym you come from. It matters who's in the cage, and at the end of the day, all your teammates, your coaches, they're on the cage with you.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say that's what I was going to say. I mean, your stand-up's awesome. Ground game's awesome as well. Got blue belt over in Holland just recently as well. So I see Jack, not just at MMA, but I see him at jits events and stuff like that as well. So I get to see him up close and personal. And as I said, he's going to be bringing it definitely this Saturday. So Jack, listen, always a pleasure, brother.
Yes, mate. Pleasure's mine.
How you been? How's everything with you?
Awesome, mate. Camp's been brilliant. I say camp, but it's just fucking life at this point, man, isn't it? Like, it's been brilliant. I love it. I live and breathe this, mate. So it's absolutely brilliant. I just love when it starts getting close to the fight. Like, I absolutely love it, mate. Love it.
Good thing as well. I mean, you'll be travelling about a bit. We talked about Holland there, down at Next Gen, obviously getting some training in with the guys as well. I mean, it must be good to go to play, especially Next Gen. I mean, we know the level that's coming out of Next Gen at the moment. So
brilliant, mate. Brilliant training with all the boys doing there.
Yeah.
Really getting to test myself, see where I'm at, and picking up new tricks, bringing them back up the road. I can't ask for anything more.
Yeah. It's good as well. I got blue belt over in Holland. How was that for you? I mean, that's
brilliant, mate.
Amazing feeling.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, mate. It's like I knew it was coming, but still feels brilliant once you get past that belt. Just to be recognitions for your hard work, kind of getting recognised. So, it's good for that to start paying off. I've been competing at blue belt for a while, but now that I've actually got it, I'm excited to just keep going and put myself on the mat at that level.
Yeah, as a blue belt's one of them kind of validation belts where you come up as a white belt and you're like, oh, am I ever going to get to blue belt? I'm ever going to get there? And then once you get it, it's almost like that's you validated. I'm now a jits guy. I'm now a proper jits guy. So and then just go on and on and on from there. But as you said, I mean, you've been competing in the blue belt division for a while anyway. So it was just inevitable it was going to happen at some point to get the actual belt. So
now the belts just come with time. It's the time on the mat and the experience that I'm after. The belts are just a nice wee cherry on top.
Yeah. What about the gym at the moment? How's everything going? I know that the final week, as I say, we always talk about the final week being probably a horrible part of the week for training camp for a lot of people. So, but how's the mood in the gym at the moment?
In the gym's brilliant, man. The good buzz about the gym because there's quite a few of us fighting on this one. We've got 4 fighting, 2 grappling. So everybody's in training hard, putting their bricks in.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant, mate. I mean, for myself personally, I love this week. I mean, my hard work's done, my weight's done. Like, it's just kind of about, today will probably be my last kind of day smashing it. Then it's just wind down for there, keeping it light, letting the body recover, ready to go for Saturday.
Yeah, I always talk about Urban Guerrillas as well. I mean, really, really young team. I mean, we're talking about young team. We talk about some of the kind of best kind of, whether it be grapplers or even amateur MMA fighters in Scotland. I mean, quite a few of them are coming out of Urban Guerrillas at the moment.
Yep.
And the thing with them all being so young, and I was talking to somebody, I did an interview with a girl, Millie Farmer from Northern Ireland yesterday, and we were talking about younger people tend to maybe risk things more. So what they'll do is they'll maybe see something on YouTube and then they'll go into whether it be a grappling event or even an MMA event and they'll try it live in person. Whereas like an older person, maybe we'll be guilty of, we'll get to a position, we'll be comfortable there, and then we'll then take a wee while to advance. Whereas you guys just go for it.
Yep, that's the thing. You're chasing, you're kind of trying to make a name for yourself when you're in these amateur ranks. So if you're laying and praying, you're not making a name for yourself. But if you're going and you're trying to get the finish, constantly looking for that finish, then that's how you're going to make a name for yourself.
Yeah, yeah. One thing about you're never in a boring fight either.
Nah,
I mean,
never, man.
Yeah, your opponent might try and make it a bit boring, but you're always going to be coming forward, pushing the pace, and I mean that's one thing about you. I mean, you don't really worry about who's in front of you either. I mean, it could be anybody in front of you. I mean, they could say to you, right, okay, we've got a late minute replacement for Saturday. It's going to be fucking Conor McGregor. You'd be like, you know what? Let's do it, Conor McGregor.
That's the thing. Like, see, when you're going to, like, I've been in loads of different gyms sparring, and you never know who you're going to spar. It's the exact same. Like, it's fighting. Yeah, you're going for experience. It's amateur. You want to get the toughest fights possible now. I didn't want a shock when I go pro. I want the toughest fights possible now. So bring them on.
Yeah, it makes it easier, and maybe not easier. I'm probably saying the wrong word there, but it means when you get to pro, do you know what I mean? Especially as an amateur, do you know what I mean? You've maybe tightened up on any maybe small mistakes that you had, or do you know what I mean? As you said, you've had them tough fights. You've fought full. You've went the distance. You've had really, really tough fights. So when you get to pro, do you know what I mean? Your mindset, you're like, well, do you know what? I've done it as an amateur. Yeah, I need to step my level up a bit, but I know what to expect by the time I get to pro.
100%, mate. Just put the wee gloves on and start throwing the elbows as well.
That's what we loved about Goliath. You remember I think it was the first Goliath when they did the rule set meeting and they said, right, okay, it's elbows and knees to the head. And everybody's like, what? And then, sure enough, one of the fights ended up with a fucking big knee to the head, man. And it was like, I think the other team's coach wasn't at the rules meeting. And he's like, oh, wait a minute. And then there was a lot of confusion went on. But then obviously once they sat and said, well, look, at the rules meeting, we went over all this. And knees and punches, knees and kicks knees and elbows to the head and everything. So, but, everybody loves that shit though. Everybody absolutely loves it. So,
listen, you're going to fight with them at one point. There's no point shying away from it.
Definitely. How did you find out then about Budo? Oh, well, you know about Budo. I mean, Barry Thompson, but how did you get the nod for Budo 59?
Just say to Barry, I'm ready to go. As always, he knows I'm just trying to stay really active this year. I was injured at the end of last year. Didn't get to fight on the November show last year. So I'm just hungry now. I'm wanting to fight regular. Keep it going. So whenever Barry's got a show on, I'll be on it. So
it must be difficult for Barry. It must be difficult. I mean, especially Urban Guerrillas. I mean, like everybody's want to fight. Everybody at Urban Guerrillas wants to fight. So, but it must be difficult for him to say, well, look, do you know what I mean? Because you talked about what 4 fighters, 2 grapplers. So it must be hard for him to say, right, who's up next? Do you know what I mean? Who's up and who's ready and so on. So, because as I said, everybody at Urban Guerrillas, anytime I speak to you guys, I mean, you guys want to fight every fucking week, man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, mate. The more the better. I love this shit, man.
Yes. What about what would you say next then? So obviously Saturday's going to be your main focus. Obviously get through Shane Dunn. What would you like to see yourself doing? What plans have you got coming up for the future?
So I'd like to fight again end of June, start of July kind of time. I know there's a Goliath at the end of June. There's an Almighty at the start of July. So if I could get matched in either one of them, that'd be brilliant. IMAF's coming up. I've put my name down for that. Hopefully I get selected for that. Keeping busy with the grappling in between. There's a grappling industries doing in Manchester end of May. I'll be doing that.
All Stars as well next month. There's an All Stars.
That's at Ravenscraig, isn't it? I'll fire him for that as well.
Yeah, I think you win a belt as well. See, when you win your division, I'm sure it's a belt you win. So, which is always nice to put next to the medals.
Totally, man. Hang over the bed.
There's going to be another busy year for you. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you love to stay busy. I mean, whether it's jiu-jitsu, whether it's MMA or whatever. I mean, you're always going to keep busy. So this year, 2023, was going to be no different.
Yeah, there's nothing else for me to do at the weekends. I just fucking train all the time, so I may as well compete at the weekends.
Yeah. I mean, I love that attitude, man. You know I love that attitude. Every time I see you, man, what you got going? Oh, I've got this going. Fucking yes, man. Here we go.
All the time.
So, got ADCC coming up as well. ADCC Scotland.
The invitation. No, I'll put my name down for that as well. So hopefully, I manage to get a match on that as well.
Yeah. So we've got that invitation coming up.
Some good matches already announced for that as well. So I like that. See being on shows when you see, right, there's good matches on that, you think, oh, there's going to be a lot of eyes watching that. I want to go in there and fucking pull off some tasty shit. Get some eyes on me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no, listen, he's only announced, 3 or 4 matches so far. And I think the first one was obviously the Cal Pacino match. And then I think he announced like Tom Denham, old school MMA guy, big wrestler.
Finn's on it as well.
Finn, yeah. So
and Stevie Way's on it as well. So
Stevie Way, Cal Pacino, yeah. So
loads of brilliant grapplers on it, man.
Yeah, mate, that Stevie Way, Cal Pacino is going to bring the roof down, man. I mean, you're talking about 2 high-level grapplers. I mean, everybody knows in Scotland how good Stevie Way is.
I've rolled with Stevie. He's solid. He's absolutely solid, man.
I rolled with him, man, right? I remember the one time I rolled with him was up at the grip house, and I remember leaving, my mouth was bleeding and all that. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, yes, fucking yes. But it was all love, man. I mean, he was hard as fucking nails, man. Do you know what I mean? So, and obviously being smaller, I'm going to get this guy easy. This is going to be easy. But nah, it wasn't at all. But I absolutely love Stevie Way. Do you know what I mean? But Cal Pacino as well. Cal's a unbelievable character, man. Do you know what I mean? So I did the interview with him not long ago, and he was smoking a bong and all that on the interview. And then he goes to Polaris, and he's fucking his rash guard had a picture of himself on it, smoking a joint while stepping out of Polaris. So it's going to be crazy match. Do you know what I mean? So that's going to be definitely one to watch if anybody's going to be watching it. So final thing then, Jack. I mean, obviously been in the game for a little bit. I mean, you've had some amazing training partners, still do, as we always say to this day. But anybody in particular you want to shout out to? Friends, family members?
Massive list, mate. So obviously all the guys in Urban Guerrillas, all my coaches and training partners there. Been working in a lot with Sub Factory over the past kind of couple months. Mop, Gary, Oscar, all the boys in there. They've been absolutely brilliant. Totally took me under their wing, treat me like one of their own. So all the guys through there are brilliant. Got my strength conditioning coach, Anas. I've been doing a lot of sparring this camp. I've really kind of focused on that. I've been getting a lot of rounds in. So between my gym, Sub Factory, I've been going through at a higher level and D unit as well. The guys there have opened their doors for me to go in and spar at the weekends as well. So it's brilliant going through there to get the rounds. Obviously my sponsors as well. Sponsors are a brilliant help. So I've got all my sponsors. I've currently got my t-shirt. I've got the Float Centre. I've got Aikman's Carpet and Flooring. I've got James Patterson's Plumbing. They're all brilliant to me. And I've recently just got 2 new sponsors as well. So my physio, Daniel Carter, Precision Rehab, he's absolutely brilliant, mate. Amazing. Just keeps me ticking over. And Better Bodies in Falkirk. It's a supplement and vitamin store, but it's just absolutely packed, mate. The shop is packed to everything you need. Brilliant. So the support I'm getting for all these people is brilliant. Obviously, last and not least, my mum and dad, biggest supporters in the corner. So loads of people, mate. There's probably loads of people that I've still missed here. I'm very grateful for the people that are around me. A lot of people want to see me do well, so can only. I want to prove. I want to do it for them, but I do this for myself. I train this hard, and when I go in there, I really want to prove to myself that I am who I say I am. So we'll find out, and I know I am.
Listen, you deserve to be there, mate. Honestly, deserve to be there. As I say, I love watching you. You know, I'm a big fan of yours, so I always love seeing you out there doing your thing. Win or lose, man. I mean, you don't. Do you know what I mean? You'll go in there with the same attitude. You'll come out still smiling, still happy.
You win or you learn. and I love doing both. I love winning and I love learning about this game, and I love winning in this game. So you go in, it's only going to be, if you've got that mindset, you're only going to get that one outcome. Obviously, winning's better, but if you go in and you learn, that's the thing. Like, I could get tapped with something 5 times in the gym, and it'll no click in my head. If I go into a comp and I get tapped with it, boom, that's never leaving me. Never ever leaving me. So it's all about getting the experience just now, mate. Eh?
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed about you. I mean, if you do get hit with someone, even if you're in, like, let's say you're in an MMA fight and you get hit with something, then you're straight away you're going to learn from that, and you're like, well, he's not hit me with that again, right?
Yeah.
Or even in a jits comp, as I said, if you're in a jits comp and somebody catches you with a submission, then the one thing that you guarantee that the next match you go into, you're not getting caught with that submission again. Do you know what I mean?
No chance. So it stings a lot more and it sticks in the head.
Yeah. Nah, listen, I'm buzzing to see you Saturday, as you know, as I always love seeing you, getting a chat with you, hopefully get that winners chat as well.
100%.
So, but yeah, there we go, guys. We're going to have Jack Foote, Urban Guerrillas, going to be heading to Budo 59. That's this Saturday at Grangemouth Town Hall. Now, ticket availability, anybody looking for tickets, just hit up Barry Thompson, or go onto Barry Thompson's Facebook page, and you'll get all the details through there. Standard tickets £40. I don't know if there is any VIP tickets left, but yeah, if you're looking for VIP tickets, they're £60. So again, just hit up Barry, and Barry will give you all that information. So, so Jack Foote up against Shane Dunn. Jack, listen, absolute pleasure as always, brother.
Brilliant, mate. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Tim.
No problem. Listen, enjoy the rest of your week, all right? And
yes, will do,
I'll
bro.
see you guys all on Saturday, all right?
Yep, see you Saturday, man.
Thank you, bro.
Cheers, man.